The 2021-2022 college basketball season is complete. The Kansas Jayhawks regrettably win the national championship. And I say that regrettably because I don't like Bill Self. I don't know what you want me to say.
Same.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm excited that they won me some money, but afterwards I had some explicits to say about Bill Self. So, happy I won money.
I lost money.
Sad that why? North Carolina covered.
I took a super boost. Caleb Love 15 points and North Carolina to win.
Because
it looked pretty good for a while.
Because if the guy doesn't step out of bounds right there at the end of the game and they go and make 2 free throws.
See the way they were shooting free throws though?
Kansas covers.
Yeah, that's fair.
True. That's true.
A couple takeaways from this game. I think North Carolina, the fact that they lost that game by 3 is amazing. I think a lot of it has to do with free throws because RJ Davis was off. He was 4 for 17. Caleb Love was horrible. He was 5 for 23 or 4 for 23.
Yeah.
Manic kind of became a non-factor in the second half, hit a few big shots in the first half.
Baycott gets hurt again. Almost got knocked out. That
was he got hit in the face.
That was a TKO in a boxing match for him.
Crazy. I think the big thing for North Carolina was just they need their guards to win games, and their guards were not making shots.
Yeah,
like Caleb Love,
absolutely right.
You would think that he would have had Kansas money line. That's how bad he was. He was just chucking up shots. Yeah. And that last shot at the end looked like it was going to go in from the side.
Yeah, I thought it went in and just didn't touch anything, but
you can't really see
barely even touched the rim. So,
when it's a football stadium, the background of the net is different than what it normally is.
Right. None of them really shot well. Balls down and rebounding. And McCormick, not a great game, but 2 huge plays down the stretch, 2 big buckets for him. So, what a comeback. Absolutely crazy comeback.
So on one of those McCormick shots, you had Baycott not wanting to foul him.
Right.
And on the second one, Baycott was hurt, so it was Manic up against him. So
yeah,
that was a factor. Leaky Black having the fouls hurt him. I think that was an issue for them as our Facebook stream just went down. So that's great. But we're still live on Twitter and YouTube, so that's big time.
Yeah.
But I think, overall, I think it's more of a me not liking Bill Self thing than a Kansas thing. But this title is going to be vacated within the next 5 years.
Yeah. When do you think that's coming out?
26, 27, somewhere around there. Yeah. It should be because
they can enjoy it for a little bit, I guess.
The media likes to paint the picture of, Bill Self, such a nice guy. One thing I respect about Bill Self is that he probably would have cheated enough for Illinois to win a title if he stayed long enough, which I would have loved. But I think 04-05, if he's there, they probably win a title. But whatever.
Yeah. Hey, and you know what? Jalen Coleman Lands, the all-time leading freshman three-point shooter from Illinois.
You knew somebody
in his 77th year.
Yeah, you knew somebody out of the group of Bohannon or Charlie Moore or Jalen Coleman Lands, all those guys who are Brad Davis, all those guys who are in their 8th or 9th year, they were going to win a title at some point.
Yeah. And you got to respect Bill Self a little bit, right? Baycott goes down and he decides to pull it out instead of going 5-on-4.
I don't think that was him. I don't know what if you saw Bill Self on the sideline whenever they blew the whistle, he was like, "The hell's that?"
Hello?
Sportsmanship should not be a thing that's worried about in that spot. What the hell's that? Go for the jugular. That makes me lose a little bit of respect for Kansas. Now, also, I am thrilled for Remy Martin. Started Arizona State, hit 4 threes tonight, big shots.
Yeah,
he left my guy Bobby Hurley, but he gets a title out of it. That's a guy I'm pumped for. Yeah. Also, McCormick, I think, is the type of center in 10 years you're going to look at David McCormick like that guy definitely won a title in college. He just looks like it. He looks like a center of a team that won a title.
Yeah. But Charles Barkley was just running him down at halftime. So
they started out. Kansas looked like they were going to just blow him out of the water.
He said he didn't know what to do when he wasn't playing little guys from Villanova. So
That's a little bit harsh. I mean, Charles had a great college NBA career, had 0 rings. McCormick has 1, but whatever. If you want to go that route of defense, I'm not sure McCormick will, but that would be the route that I would go if I were him. So yeah, I mean, Kansas 4th national title in school history. Second you kind of join an elite group when you win 2 or more.
Yeah.
And there's a group of very good Hall of Fame level coaches who only have 1. Jim Boeheim, John Calipari, those types. And then there's the elite group that have more than 2. The unnamed coach from Duke, Roy Williams.
John Shire.
Well, yeah, I guess he did. He was a part of something there. Jay Wright. Who else? I'm thinking of another one. What's his name? Damn it. Whatever. I mean, John Wooden has more than 2, so that's another group.
Yeah.
Of guys.
That's true.
I mean, he it wasn't a real tournament when he was coaching, but yeah. I'm gonna look this up. I'm looking up the number.
I don't know if there's any way to find out, but is this the only tournament ever with no buzzer beaters? It's got to be, right? 0.
I don't know.
We had 0 buzzer beaters.
I'm not 100% sure about that.
I mean, one shining moment's going to be refs looking at screens, right? That's about all that happened in this thing.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. So, multiple championship coaches. You ready for this list real quick?
Yep.
John Wooden, 10. Unnamed Duke coach, 5. Adolph Rupp, 4. Roy Williams, Jim Calhoun, Bob Knight, 3. Denny Crum, Billy Donovan, Henry Iba, whatever.
Oh, yeah. Hank?
Yeah, whatever. Ed Jucker, 2.
Okay.
One of the best names I've ever seen. Branch McCracken, 2. Indiana, that is. Dean Smith, 2. Phil Wolpert, 2. Jay Wright, 2. And Rick Pitino, quote unquote, 2. Bill Self, quote unquote, 2.
Yeah.
So I'm not one to believe in vacating titles, but I'm all for it if they decided to go that
True.
way.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. I get it. Whatever.
There was an FBI investigation against the guy.
Yeah. He has like 5 level 1 sanctions or
it
whatever.
Gets swept under the rug, and then Kansas gives him a lifetime contract. Like, that's BS.
Yeah.
And Jim Nance was doing everything other than getting on his knees for Bill Self at the end of the game. Like, come on. It's ridiculous.
All right.
How about we talk more about the players and their scumbag coach who paid them to go there, pretty much?
That's true. I think you think Leaky Black having 4 hurt them quite a bit.
It did, and I thought that Hubert Davis was going to regret putting him back in before the under 4.
Yeah,
because of Baycott going down, they had to play Manic at the 5.
And it wasn't like Igbaji was crazy good tonight, but you just tell that North Carolina was out of sorts on the defensive end when he was out. But Kansas did what they needed to do. They started pushing the ball. They forced North Carolina into not running anything. It's kind of how North Carolina, finish a lot of games this year where they either chuck up threes or go one-on-one. And they kind of got them out of sorts and then pushed back. So.
Yep, I think that's something that didn't work tonight, and they needed their guards to make shots. The guards didn't make shots, so just
5
wasn't,
for 24
wasn't their night.
Good.
Yeah, it's bad. And you just look at, some of the shots that Caleb Love was taking were just hard to watch, I would say. But Puff Johnson, goes 5 for 9 with 11 points. Didn't see that coming, but nobody in this game had 16 points or more.
Yeah,
that is incredible.
Yeah.
But the MVP of the game, according to Ken Palm, is Brady Manick. So whatever that means, I don't know how it's not Remy Martin.
Okay. All right.
That's bad. But like you said, rebounding. You know how many North Carolina offensive rebounds there were?
No.
24.
Do I know? 24.
24 offensive rebounds.
Jeez.
24. And Igbaji was 3 for 8 from the free throw line. atrocious at the line, but Kansas gets it done. 4th title in program history. If you're North Carolina, you had a great season. You outperformed expectations by a mile, and you saved America by getting rid of those guys at Duke. So congrats to them on a great season. Kansas gets it done. Hopefully next year it is going to be the Fighting Illini cutting down the nets. Probably not, if we're being honest, but hopefully. And
we can hope, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything else to add to this. I just think that I am annoyed that this happened, but it's better than Duke winning. I'll say that. If I had to rank the teams that I want to see win a title out of the 4 teams in the Final Four, it'd be Villanova, North Carolina, Kansas, Duke. So get number 3 out of the 4. That's could be worse, but yeah. I mean, great season. We'll be back covering college basketball in November, so we'll see you out there in 7 months. And then we'll do one show in November, and then we won't see you until February. But you're going to get so much expert analysis in November, you're going to be thinking all about it until February. So hopefully our predictions for next season are better. Hopefully. I don't know. But I'm glad they're talking to Hubert Davis right now. And
they got to let him know.
He's very sad. Hubert Davis is very sad. All right. One Shining Moment's coming up. We'll see you later. Thanks for listening and watching all season. And we'll see you in November on this and the Illini podcast later this week. Twitter.com/podcast Illini. Goodbye.